Hello students, today we will start with algebraic expressions exercise 2. We will learn how to multiply two given algebraic expressions. So let us start. Question first. I am copying one question. Minus 3y multiply 4y is equal to, now the constant terms will be multiplied in one term, that is this dot means we are using for multiplication, and y. Suppose when there is no power on any variable term, we assume it as 1. Okay, so now how many powers will be added on y? That is 1 plus 1 is equal to minus 12 y to the power 2. This is your answer. Another example, taking with another question, let us take 12p to the power 5 multiply bracket minus 5p. We always take the negative expressions in the bracket so that we should not make a mistake while multiplying, because two operators, that is multiplication and negative, will be merged together. Many times the students make some mistake, so we are taking negative algebraic expressions into a bracket. Now when we will multiply, again the same thing, 12 multiply with minus 5, we will take the negative term with the constant value, then dot p. Again what I said, the number which is not having any power, we take it as 1, that is p to the power 5 plus 1. It will equal to 12 5 is 60, that is minus 60 p raised to the power 6. This is your answer. Got the point? Now another example, let us take. Then question number 2. It is saying the length of rectangle is equal to 6x to the power 3 y to the power 2, and breadth of rectangle is equal to 3x y to the power 2, and we have to find the area of the given rectangle. So what we will do, already we know that since area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth, so what we will do, we will just put the values which are given to us, that is 6x to the power 3 y to the power 2 multiply 3x y to the power 2. Now here again the constant terms will be multiplied together, that is 6 and 3 dot. Why I am doing this? So that we should not make a silly mistakes when we are solving a question. So we should keep the constant inside the bracket. You can write without the brackets also, but I am giving a hint so that you should not make a mistake. Then x. Now again what I said, any number having no power, we take it as 1 on that place. So here 3 plus 1 dot y 2 plus 2. Y is having a power of 2, and again y is having a power of 2. In the chapter power and exponent, we have studied lots of law. Out of that law only, when the base is same, the powers are added. Okay, is equal to 6 3s are 18, x to the power 4 and y to the power 4. This is the answer. Now next we will move to the next question. The next question is now, moving to the next question. The simplifications are here. A question is already written over there. Now here what we will do, there is only one constant term. So I will going to take one constant term outside. Minus is already given here. Now in these three terms only one is minus, that is we will take minus outside. Inside x to the power 3, again I said when there is no power we assume as 1 on those bases, that is x to the may 1, we will put 1, y also 1, and here also there is no power, so 1 is assumed. So 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1 now, and here there is no x. Second is y 2 over here, then 2 is here, plus 1 is here, plus 1 is here. So it becomes, now only one negative sign is there, so the whole over the answer will be minus 2x to the power 4 y to the power 4, and that will be the answer. Moving to another question. Over here there is a rational number over here, minus 1 upon 3, a fractional value over here, so we don't have to bother about the any type of value, we only have to write. Now here minus 1 upon 3 bracket 9 bracket minus 2, these three are multiplied together, dot a to the power 3, again I said here it is a to the power, nothing is written here, we take it as 1, because if there is no power then 1 is assumed. So a to the power 3 plus 1 of it plus 4 of this one. So here when we write the answer, that is 3 3s are 9, minus minus becomes plus, and 6, a to the power 3 plus 1 4, and 4 4 8. This is the answer. Have you understood this thing? Now what are the powers we are doing? These all we have already discussed in the chapter exponent. So if any doubt is there, you can go through my video exponents, power and exponent. So there you will come to know the concept of base and the power and how to add them. Clear? Moving to the next question. Now let us start with the next question. Here we have to do multiplication as well as addition with another term. So what again we will do the same thing. First we will do the multiplication according to the BODMAS. You already have studied BODMAS in your previous classes. So based on the BODMAS we will do the multiplication first. That is 4 into 3 dot 4 and 3, a to the power 3 plus a to the power 3 plus 3, then is b 2 plus 4. Same way here what we will do, this is 6 whole power, that is 2ab whole power 6. So when we are multiply opening this, it will become 2 raised to the power 6 dot a raised to the power 6 and b raised to the power 6. This is in law number 3. If you go to the exponent chapter, the power and the exponent chapter, the video of that, you will find that law number 3 says if AB is having a power m, then it can be written as a to the power m and b to the power m. Following on that concept only, we can open the brackets. Now what it will become? It will become to 12 a to the power 6 b to the power 6 plus, if we multiply 2 raised to the power 2, we will get 64. Okay, multiply 2 how many times? 6 times you have to multiply. So it becomes 64, that is a to the power 6 and b to the power 6. Adding the two values, that is 12 and 64, it becomes 76 a to the power 6 and b to the power 6. Now how these are added? When constant are same, that is both the terms are like terms. Okay, that we can add two expressions if they are like. That's why both are having a raised to the power b and b to the power 6, and here also it is a to the power 6 and b to the power 6. So if the variable terms are same, they are called as like terms, and we can add like terms in which the variable term will remain the same, only the constant value are added. Okay, moving to the next question now. Let us start with another example and another question. This question is over here. We will multiply these two terms and these three terms, and then we will find the difference of that thing. But before that, we can mark it inside a middle bracket, because already we have seen that minus is here and a negative is outside also. So we had written these three terms inside a bracket so that we should not make a mistake. Now here minus 3, again what I said, the constant terms are written first. What I do, so that you should not make any silly mistakes. So we take out all the constant term first, and then x. Again we mark 1 power to all the three variables x, y and z. So 1 plus 2, then y, 1 plus, here also we can write 1, here also we can write 1. So 1 plus 1, that is z, 1 plus 1. Understood this thing? X to the power 1 plus 2, y to the power 1 plus 1, and z to the power 1 plus 1, minus. Here also when I will do, what I will write, 5 bracket 2 and bracket 1. If there is no number over here, we'll take it as 1, and minus I have taken with the constant term. Clear to all? Now after that, y. First I will take x. Okay, so x to the power 1. Here also we will take 1 over here. So 1 plus 2 y, 2 plus, now there is no another y, only one y is there, so y will be remain as it is. Now z to the power 2, and z is also 1, so we will not take anything else. Now after that, again if we multiply, it becomes minus 3 into that is minus 12, x to the power 3, y to the power 2, and z to the power 2, minus, here when I will write first 5 to the 10, that is minus 10 over here, and then x to the power 3, y to the power 2, and z to the power 2. While opening the bracket, outside it is minus, the next term will become minus 12x to the power 3, y to the power 2, z to the power 2, plus 10 x to the power 3, y to the power 2, and z to the power 2. The answer will be coming minus 2. This is minus 12 and this is plus 12. And we know that these are like terms. So there will be the difference of the two given like terms. That is, it becomes minus 2x to the power 3, y to the power 2, and z to the power 2. This is your answer. So what you have to remember, you have to go through my previous lectures in which we have knowing what are like terms. Again I will say, like terms are added or subtracted. Clear? Means we can subtract also, we can add also the like terms. So this was the complete about exercise number 2. Thank you.